Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
You are listening to the Chet Bruce Authority Report, and I am your host, Chet Bruce. I'm glad to have you here today. It is a fact that most professionals and small business owners are doing a very poor job of communicating with their prospects. It is my true belief that a consumer needs to know far more about the people and businesses that they rely on for help. This show is all about being a consumer advocate. We interview professionals and small business owners who freely give consumers the information they need to make informed decisions. Our guest today is Lois Wyant. She is a professional internet marketer and a photographer with a Master Craftsman Degree. Her business is JFT Web Marketing. In helping the locally owned businesses, she manages their marketing in social media management, newsletter marketing, SEO, press release marketing, and web video marketing. Now, Lois prides herself in handling the marketing chores so the business owner can focus on managing their business. So, Lois, welcome to our show. Now, right off the bat, tell me about your business and who you help.
Well, JFT Web Marketing serves locally owned businesses, mainly in the healthcare and home services. And our goal is to help them be recognized as the experts that they are in their field online. So when people are searching for their services, that they show up not only on the top of the search engine, but they show up as the experts in their field. And the cornerstone to our service includes directory listings, reviews, and videos. So we always start all of our clients out with that cornerstone, so we have a really a good solid base to do their other internet marketing with.
Interesting. How did you get started in this kind of work?
I've been the marketing expert for my husband's business for years, and he's also a photographer. And we did a gallery exhibition featuring women business owners in our community. And as I interviewed the ladies to have a bio to go with their portrait that was exhibited, that was about 6 years ago, it made me realize that they all knew that they needed a presence on the internet, that they were all just too busy running their business to promote their business. And I remember sitting in my office looking out the window and thinking, it's just not fair. These big stores have millions of dollars to put in their marketing budget. Imagine what I could do if I had that kind of budget. And so I determined that I had to be strategic in my marketing. And I had a passion to help business owners like those that my husband featured in his gallery exposition to make a difference for them.
Okay, so that was pretty much like in the interviews, you found a need and you found a way to fulfill it. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be correct.
Okay, all right, good.
I ask this of every business I interview. What is the most common obstacle that our listeners may have in achieving the outcome that you just outlined?
Mainly, locally owned businesses think that if they have a website online, then they're getting exposure from the searches. And that's just not true. And maybe when they were one of the first websites online, that worked. But it doesn't work that way anymore. The three things that are even more important than a website. And in fact, I prefer a business to have these three items over having a website. So if they don't have a website yet, I would rather they have these three items before even working on a website. And the first item, or a thing that a business should make sure that they have, is their directory listings. And that would be like Google, Bing, Yahoo. In fact, for many business niches, there are like 40 different directories that they could or should claim. The benefit to the directory listings includes getting indexed in the search engine, increased brand recognition, and more online traffic because you're meeting the searchers when they are searching. They are also keyword targeted and they're local searches. After the directories are claimed, a system should be set up to gather 5-star reviews onto those directories. The study showed that half-star improvement on a directory view listing can increase a business by 19%. And that's just with a half-star improvement.
Wow.
People also accept an online review equivalent to a personal referral, in which we did a study and we asked, what do people favor when they search online for a business? And 13% said they look for the cheapest price, in which, I don't know about you, but I would prefer not having those particular clients. 35% would base their decision on who is on the top of the search engine, and 52% would base their decision on the online reviews that they read. And many of the directories will base showing your reviews on the number of reviews that are there. So having 10 reviews on a directory helps to make those reviews show up brighter. And obviously you want those to be good reviews. You don't want 1 or 2-star reviews. So it's important to have a system to keep the reviews fresh. It's important to make sure that you're attracting good reviews and not negative reviews. And then the third item on our marketing cornerstone is video. And because Google owns YouTube, whenever you're using Google tools that are incorporated together, that helps with your search engines. And it's been proven that video actually ranks 4 times faster than any other search engine tool that you might use.
You know, I'm very interested in preconceived notions and misconceptions. I think every professional and merchant has to keep them in mind when doing their marketing. Now, what are the preconceived notions or misconceptions that your prospects may have?
Well, a lot of times when you say that you're doing internet marketing, people just automatically think of websites, and they don't think of the other options that are available to them.
Okay.
So we have our cornerstone, but we realize that there are businesses out there that are kind of a do-it-yourself type people, or they just don't have a budget to put into marketing. So some of the tips that I would give to them to claim the directories, we have a website for. It's called DIYDirectoryListings.com. And that will actually give you instructions on how to claim the top 15 directories. I would encourage all of listeners to start there. If you choose to have us collect your directories, we will take into consideration your niche and by hand claim 40 to 50 directories that are appropriate to your niche. To get your reviews, you need a system, and we have a page called DIYReputation.online. And that will give you a thought process on how to collect reviews. The 2 popular systems that we offer is a drip email system in which we receive a business's client list, and then we send out a few emails a day asking them to give feedback on their experience with the business. And that takes into a feedback form in which if the client or patient would for some reason give a 3-star or less review, it will take them to a page that asks what went wrong. And the business owner would receive an email with that response so they can contact the client or patient and see what can be done to make things better. If they give a 4 or 5-star feedback, it takes them to another page and asks them to copy the feedback and paste it on the directory review page. That filter makes sure that the reviews that are going online are 4-star or better. The other form that we use is a sign-in form. So if it's say like a home services that makes house calls, or if it's a place where people actually arrive to the business, they can actually sign in on a tablet or a smartphone. So like a chiropractor or a dentist, we have people sign in as they came in. The patient or the client, they're used to signing in when they go into specifically medical type of offices. So within 3 hours to a day, they receive a text message and that or an email, and that asks them if they would recommend the business. And if they say no, it automatically takes them to a page that asks 3 questions. Who was involved? What happened? And how can we make it better? If they say yes, then it automatically takes them to one of the directories that was chosen to leave their feedback. And we are getting rave reviews for this process from all of our clients that are using the sign-in form. It can also be used like at a boutique or a salon as a preferred customer sign-up, or like at a restaurant to win a prize or a free lunch. It's also worthy to note that once they sign in, if they are only asked to leave a review every 6 months. So if it's somebody who comes in on a regular basis, they would only get the text message or the email every 6 months. So it's not like you need to be concerned because they're coming in weekly that they're going to get multiple requests. And video is a bit of a different beast, as you want videos that show you as an expert in the field and are educational. Our clients love the fact that we are able to get their videos optimized, and even more important, the clients or patients that are now contacting them are already educated to their services. And there isn't a lot of selling that needs to go on because they already understand the business motto and are just ready to be a client or a patient. The other great benefit of video is that it ranks faster in the search engines, and it also shows up on the search engines. So, for example, if your listeners would go to Google and do a search for cosmetic dental Lake Park, Florida. So, cosmetic dentist Lake Park, Florida, they will actually see underneath the 3-pack there are multiple videos showing. So the videos can be optimized to specific keywords so that they show up better.
Okay, very good. Can you tell our listeners what a 3-pack is?
The 3-pack is when you do a search for a niche, Google has a specific area in their mapping that shows 3 different businesses. They used to be called the 7-pack. They would actually show 7 different businesses with a little map area. And there's an upside down teardrop that shows where that business is. But this past year, they've condensed that to just 3 businesses. So it makes it a little bit more competitive because when you used to be part of the top 7, now you have to be part of the top 3.
Well, that sounds to me like that's a lot more competitive.
It is. Unfortunately, it really put a lot of pressure on the locally owned businesses to play by Google's rules so they can make sure that they get in that top 3.
Very good. One question I really need to ask is, what is the one thing that you want our listeners to take away from what we have talked about today?
Well, I think probably the most important thing is to find out where your business stands. If a business owner wanted to know if or what they need to improve for their business, they can actually get a free report on our website. So it's JFT Web Marketing.com, and go to any of the side pages, and at the top right, there's an orange box with a blue sign-in form. And that'll actually give them a free report. It takes about 30 seconds to get, and it will tell them where they actually need improvement. So I think it's important to know, where are you lacking with your online marketing?
That's a terrific service. And this is, it's complimentary to the people that use it?
Yes, it's a free report. So you just need to put in your business name and your phone number, and it will locate all of it'll give you a list of the directories that you have. And one of the other things you want to make sure that you understand is that the Google directory is like your base directory. So any other directories that you go to, they all need to match whatever you put in Google. So however you write it. So if your address is West Main Street, and in Google you write out West and Street, then in all the other directories it needs to be written out. You can't use any abbreviations. They all need to match Google because Google is the main search, and if Google doesn't see it as West Main Street written out, then it's not going to recognize it in the search engines as quickly.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good point. That's something that I'll bet a lot of people don't understand, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's amazing how many people will pull out the report and find out that the wrong phone number is on one of the directories. Maybe they changed phone numbers, or somebody put a cell number in instead of a business phone number. So it's really interesting to see where you're lacking in your directory listings. And then the report also shows you what directories you don't have any reviews on and kind of gives you a grade based on that and whether or not it's easy to find your videos online.
Cool. I guarantee you I'm going to pull that report, okay? But,
okay.
Give me
a call after you get the report so I can tell you what to do to fix it.
Okay. Tell me the web address again, a little slower so that people have a chance to write it down.
Okay. It is our business name. It's J, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, webmarketing.com. And then just go to any of the side pages, and it's an orange box with blue sign-in area in the top right of any of the side pages.
Oh, that's easy to find. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you talking to us today, and I'm sure that our listeners got just a ton out of it also. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much, and maybe we can do this again sometime.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity.
Okay, cool.
And for our listeners out there, thank you for stopping in and listening to the Chet Bruce Authority Report. I want to leave you with this thought. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing we can do to change it. Tomorrow is a complete unknown. Today, this moment in time, is all we have. Make the most of it that you can. This is Chet Bruce, along with the entire staff at the Authority Report, saying good night and be safe out there.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.